Yo, what's good everybody? It's Casper. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the second episode of Tulsa King. Man, so let's get straight to it. The second episode continues with the great credits and just the great swag in the beginning. We're now transitioning into Dwight having to adjust to getting stuff like an ID, a driver's license. So in this episode, we're now seeing Dwight, Tyson, and Bodie go on an adventure to handle the business, and Dwight wants to go meet up with Bodie's supplier, main tree supplier, and also on the side, more of the perspective of Stacy doing more of her research on Dwight, because the first episode ended with her being surprised that she actually slept with Dwight. So we're also following along with Stallone trying to get this debit card to put in or get the information from his daughter so he can call her. So I like that beginning part. Writing in this episode, absolutely insane. So the writer for this episode is actually Taylor Sheridan, and the director is Alan Coulter. The writing is very good in sense of like Stallone is now put in positions where he's trying to do a lot of things by himself. He goes to the post office to try to send some mail, but they don't accept cash. Dwight's very pissed, but you could see that with Dwight's acting, Stallone's acting, that you can see very outdated. Detail on that, on that he has to follow the rules a little bit. You can see that Stallone was pissed. The emotions of that, you can see Stallone was just like, bro, making it more difficult and making it easier for the government to track you type stuff. The acting in this episode is very good. It's a wave type of episode in senses of like Stallone is feeling himself, trying to make moves by himself, realizes he needs credentials to make a lot of stuff happen. Really love that flow. And also with Tyson in this episode, I'm really starting to like Tyson a lot more because the duo between Stallone and Tyson is becoming really awesome. I love the interaction between both of them. In this episode, you see Tyson talk with his dad, and that's becoming really good acting as well. Tyson's dad in the episode is becoming a really good actor. He's becoming one of the standouts. Tyson's dad, his name is Mark, and he's played by Michael Beach, and he's been in a couple movies. I can't remember on top of my head, but he's doing very well right now, and I'm loving the progression on that. A lot of dope perspective. You're seeing more of the retaliation of when Stallone, aka Dwight, punched another made mob member, and now you're seeing Stallone more of like, dude, like that dude had more of it coming to him. But I really like the writing in there, the interaction between Chicky and Dwight, very back and forth, very aggressive in sense of like, dude, the dude you punch is very pissed, you gotta make amends. So now you're starting to see more of like what's gonna happen with Dwight, and is making this story way more interesting. Dwight's still holding his own, still trying to make moves, but the fact that now he got his mob family calling from New York telling him that one of the mob members is pissed at him, now Dwight is like, bro, what is going on? Like, that dude had it coming to him. So very good with the writing, and I'm liking the lines they give Chicky to talk to Dwight, because it brings real feel mafia for sure. So this episodes are starting to shock me because they're actually pretty funny. The writing in the first couple episodes actually gave me a little chuckle. So they really got good funny moments, and it's not trying to be a comedy at all, but really hilarious on their emotions and the lines. Another part that I like in this episode is when Dwight actually has to get his driver's license. Dwight spends no time trying to just get all the answers, get everything done ASAP. So you can see it with Stallone, and that made me laugh as well, him being at the DMV. And when he goes to the bank with Dwight, that's hilarious too. So they did a good job on changing the setting of where these characters are going to be placed at. Really good. It's not focused on one spot. When Dwight, Bodie, and Tyson all go to Bodie's weed person at the farm, I thought that was super dope. They go visit Jimmy, and I thought that interaction was dope. And then you have Badface in there. Jimmy's one of Jimmy's bodyguards over there, and Badface is hilarious as well. And then you see another character who's a little bit paranoid. We're starting to see why he's more paranoid, but he knows Dwight is in the city he's in, and I'm talking about Armand. Armand is very suspicious, very paranoid, and he wants to figure out why Dwight is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the lines and the way he's trying to figure it out, very good. It's very exciting, and you want to know what is he doing. So I really like Armand's character on just bringing more of another excitement to this world. Maximized on a whole perspective in here with the other characters being involved. There's not just the main ones. There's a lot of side characters that get brought up as well. So they did very good. The interaction with the small characters with Dwight on point, and I like the flow of this one. very, very well. Scene when Stacy comes and visits Dwight again, she's basically testing Stallone or Dwight and, you know, how's your relationship with your daughter? And that right there made Stallone flip out. The whole facial presentation of that was well done. Stallone is holding his own in here and it's crazy. Episode 2 had a very chill vibe, a really cool adventure flow. Like I said, when they go to the farm and get their tree, all the lines in there, very dope, very smart, and very boss. I like how Stallone presented all that. When you think the wheat farm dude Jimmy was gonna, you know, tell Stallone like, no, we're gonna do it this way, Stallone aka Dwight is like, no, we're gonna do it this way, and it's gonna be like this, like that. Crazy. So we had a lot of fun in this episode. There's a scene where Stallone's talking about the pronouns. That's crazy, and very good points on just talking about that. And I thought that interaction right there was very straight to the point. Vibe on explaining how he felt with that. Very insane. The writing in here is very shocking. The whole setting of the camera work super clean and dope. You'll be surprised that even the smallest area doesn't feel cramped up. It feels still like a big environment with Stallone and everyone else involved with this project. And when you see Dwight chiefing a little bit, he has a joint. I'm like, yo, crazy, we're seeing Stallone smoke. And that was a good sight right there. I actually enjoyed seeing that. That was super dope. I'm enjoying it. Camera work was super sick. The music choice in here was a little bit more better. Excitement and is all building up. We're seeing a lot of characters just starting to clash into Dwight's world. Crazy how short these episodes are, and I think it's perfect because the flow is so good. So after my watching the second episode of Tulsa King, Center of the Universe, out of 10, I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. That's my review for the second episode of Tulsa King. Shout out to you guys for tuning in the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.